tea. It's piping hot.
Why do I feel like I just called like a naughty hotline?
On that note,
We've reached 1-900. Realty.
oh god, okay. All right, are we good?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back. I'm Cassie.
I'm Nicole.
I'm shy.
And we're serving you the Realty in Realty. How is everybody this evening?
I'm grand.
Grand.
I'm hungry.
Me too.
Literally so
starving.
hungry.
All right, let's dive in then so we can go to dinner. This one is off of Reddit, just real estate. House under contract flooded. Was in the process to close on a house that was a flip after a short sale. Nice neighborhood, but would require work. Seller was playing hardball when we asked for credits and inspection items. Today, when my HVAC guy went to do a checkup on the system, he found the basement flooded. Seller claiming the sub pump breaker was off due to the recent HVAC work. And their guy forgot to turn it back on, and the rain got into the basement. Now they want to negotiate credit as I'm walking away. Is it worth it?
So you bought a house knowing there was a sump pump in the basement that clearly was so permanent there was a switch for it.
Most of the time they're on their own breaker, but I think.
If you have it like hardwired into the house. But if it's hardwired into the house, then you should be like, oh,
it's a permanent, it's a permanent fixture, yeah.
Yeah, but then
for a
also
reason.
have to, you don't just put a sump pump in if your basement doesn't flood.
I think if the seller is willing to give a reasonable credit that will solve the problem, I wouldn't walk away. I wouldn't encourage a client to walk away either. If what the seller is willing to give them will cover the damage. And
right. I mean, we live in New England, so basement flooding is kind of like a common thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is somewhere that they're maybe not used to that. So, I mean, there's not like it doesn't say.
But again, I feel like if you have a sump pump hardwired into your house,
it's obviously a common thing.
And most people would probably be like, "Oops, we forgot to turn the switch off." Like, oh well, the fact that they are giving a credit, I think, is
I mean, it sucks. Hopefully, nothing is like damaged, and it's just a matter of removing the water and dealing with that. But
it's not something to walk away.
Don't
from.
walk away.
No, especially if you're getting.
I mean,
credit.
if you didn't love the house that much and you were questioning it, like, which is
and looking for an excuse.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
Could be. Well, there's an update.
Oh.
Love updates.
I had my lawyer send the termination letter and walked. Seller was pissed. They had done a very cheap flip and a lot of things still needed fixed. I also caught them supplying us a fake licensed plumber receipt that belonged to a retired plumber with an inactive license. Got really lucky with the flooding happening 1 week prior to close. Thanks all.
Yeah, so it sounds like they were probably already on the fence and this was just their...
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
last
straw.
Yeah. Yeah, because clearly he saw other things. All right. On to the next. This one is also from Reddit Real Estate. As a home seller, what do you look for in the agent you choose? Choosing an agent. Hey y'all, I'm a realtor and real estate broker. This question is to all the homeowners and home sellers out there. Sorry, agents, not looking for your feedback. Well, we're going to give it to you anyway. As the industry changes and technology advances, as a home seller, what do you look for in an agent you would choose to list your home for sale? What incentive or value proposition would cause you to choose one agent over another? If you had it your way, what would that ideal value proposition look like from a reputable agent broker to list your home for sale? So they're not looking for your feedback, but I want to hear it.
You lost me in the last like 2 sentences.
Yeah. No, the last sentence, if you had it your way, what would... Sorry. If you had it your way, what would that ideal value proposition look like from a reputable agent broker to list your home for sale? I know, like this person clearly took the real estate exam and passed, because that's how they word everything. That's how they word fucking everything.
Hold on, can we read?
But yeah, absolute, just like not English. I was helping Josh study for his CSL.
Yeah.
And there was some questions that I had to read them 6 times, and I was dying laughing because I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
No. Yeah.
I kept telling him, I'm like, you can't convince me.
Yes, it's so hard.
You cannot convince me that they didn't just pick random words that have to do with this field and just put them in a question and you have to answer it. I'm like, this isn't real. This doesn't make sense.
No, and you'll never use any of it again. Like, have you guys used meets and bounds since you?
No.
Will someone just ask me how big an acre is?
Literally. No, it's...
Well, and I also think it's kind of funny, like, I don't know, you can kind of tell that he doesn't have much experience in that, because he's just, like, using a lot of big words, like, that don't really
I don't know, he's
together.
a broker. He's a broker.
Did AI write
He's
this?
a broker?
Yeah, it says, hey, y'all, I'm a realtor and real estate broker.
Oh.
AI may have wrote it.
That sometimes I have to, like, I'll like use AI once in a while when I need
but you
help.
have to tell them to dumb it down.
Dumb it down, please.
Yes.
Like,
but then they go too far sometimes, and it's like, well, shit.
But
not that dumb.
So
yeah.
I have 2 working brain cells.
Yes.
I had 2 very long conversations with the same woman today who's looking to list her home and had previously spoken with another agent who she didn't sign anything, like they aren't working together, but the other agent had gone to her house and checked it out, and they had conversations. And like one big thing for this client in particular was she felt that the agent she had spoken to previously was not excited about her house and for her sale. It was very transactional and just like it was just money. It was money. And she was like, I'm doing this by myself. She bought the home by herself. She's looking to move away. She's relocating, and she put like a lot into it. She's been redoing it for the last few years, and it's a big transition for her, completely relocating. Again, she's doing everything on her own, and she's excited and she's sad. Like she has so many emotions like wrapped up in the whole thing, and
she doesn't want somebody.
She needs somebody that's excited with her,
right.
And understands the sad and is happy with her where she's happy, and is not just looking at it entirely as this is I'm making money off of you and that's what I'm here for.
Yeah,
and
you're just another
I am super personal. Every transaction is
I know your little baskets personal. That you make everybody are so cute.
From just all the way through. Like, you know, I work with families. I don't like work with a lot of investors. I don't like really do, I haven't done anything commercial. Everything is, not to say that commercial like can't like be personal, but it's business. And I get like,
yeah, like you're happy for them, you're excited for them. How can you not be? The looks on their faces when they like go through a house and you see it hit their face, like they're just like.
Well, I think a lot of real estate lately too, like with how busy it's been and like the way the market's changing, like a lot of the personal aspect of real estate is not there anymore, because people are just like it's funny, you see everyone advertising how many closings they've had and how many things they have done and how many X, Y, and Z, and it's like, okay, but how did you make those people feel? And if I went back to those people and asked them if they would use you again, would they?
Yeah.
A lot of agents have repeat clients, but I mean,
but you have to build that sense of loyalty and trust. Like I've talked to people that have literally used one agent once, and they're like, nope, never again. They got the deal done, but like, I don't know. I think being personal with people goes a very long way, and I think that's the most important.
It's the biggest transaction that you're going to make in your life. Right. Like, it's huge.
And I think you have to put yourself in that mindset too. Like, it might just be our job, but for someone else, that's what I said. Their life.
I said pretty much that, like, to this woman exactly, is that I think especially, and not to say that a super busy agent or an agent that's been doing it for a long time can't be personal, but I think that for some people it becomes this, you're closing however many transactions a month. It is selling and buying real estate is your whole life. You're doing it constantly. And I think that it can be hard to forget that the people you're working with probably aren't doing it as often as you. It is a big deal for them. It's something that they will maybe do once or just a couple of times.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
It's something that they'll maybe do once or just a small handful of times in their life, if at all. Some people don't ever.
Yeah, so a lot of people rent their entire lives. Yeah.
I think that doing a lot of transactions for some agents can make it hard for them to keep it personal.
Yeah, you lose that sense. I mean, speaking, I don't know, but I feel like you'll lose that sense of like, this is reality for someone versus like, this is just my job. I'm just waking up and hoping that I can close however many transactions.
It's a huge thing. And again, I think that there's definitely agents that are capable of selling tons of houses and still giving that and giving that quality experience to their client. But that's what I think.
Yeah,
I agree.
No, I agree too, for sure. Okay.
What are the Redditors saying?
The Redditors are saying, top comment is from 11 days ago. When is this story from? 11 days ago.
I was going to say probably 11 days ago.
Okay. Top comment. I want someone who is responsive and can move quick. I want someone to bring expertise and knowledge to the table, who can make sure I've considered important things I might have missed. I want someone who has a Rolodex of contacts for things that I might need, insurance, repair guys, inspections, various types, etc. I want someone to advise me on trends in the market and what has been successful recently so that I can make a good offer. I want someone who would treat this like they were looking for their own home.
I think the thing, pretty much any realtor should have the Rolodex of
for sure.
all of those people. You know what I mean? You should have that.
Yeah.
Responsive, that's like, it feels like it's kind of an obvious. Obviously, we all know that, but maybe these people don't know. It feels like that's a given, the responsiveness, but
it is not crazy how many agents I have worked with that like ghost me for days. And I'm like,
you hope that they're not doing the same to their clients, but
and I'm like, how do you like I had an agent, literally, we had a 30-day close, and I don't think I heard from them up until maybe 5 days before the closing, to the point where they were the broker, which was even crazier to me. But I had to CC everyone I possibly could on an email just to be like, hello.
Yeah.
What is going on? It's mind-blowing to me, because I'll not respond to somebody for a few hours because I'm working or I'm doing something, and it eats me up.
Yeah, and it's like, oh my god, I have to answer that.
I can't imagine being an agent that just
no, and I don't think that's not that's not representing your client to the best of your ability by not communicating with the other side. That's
no. Because
and you have to be a team with the other side. You can't just
you're working together. You're not competing with each other. You need to work together.
Hate that whole everyone thinks there's so much competition.
I consider everybody my coworker. You are somebody that I will likely have to work with, and I want to be able to have a good working relationship. I have had transactions where the other side has been hell to work with, and I have had transactions that the other side was such a dream, and we
like
spoke.
You almost pray that the offer that you're putting in is like for one of their listings.
Yeah,
I've done that. I'm like, please be this agent. But then I've also had agents that I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
They're not gonna answer me.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a mix of both for sure.
But I also think there's like a fine line with the communication thing, and I've said it before, but like with the internet the way it is, and the fact that you can get 3 million Google results in like 0.03 seconds or something, I think people like think that agents be,
again,
like,
I think we've talked about this. We are not robots,
right?
We are people. We are not Google. We are not like Siri.
And we have lives. We go out on the weekends. We have families. We like. So I think it's a fine line.
Yeah, I will always respond to people as I do my best to get back to them. If I can get back to you in that moment, I will. If I can't, I will do it as soon as I possibly can.
Yeah.
If it's not a super urgent matter and I have a million other things going on, I have to.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, not like I'm selling anything, but when people text me and it's like late at night, I'm like, I'm sorry, but like this isn't anything that I can do anything about right now. So like I'll get back to you in the morning.
And it's important too, though, to do that and to like establish boundaries.
Yeah,
like,
you need boundaries.
I know agents that have their phone on Do Not Disturb from 10 p.m. to 9 a.m. and they don't make an exception to that at all.
Good for them.
Their deal could be falling apart, and they're like, sorry.
No, there isn't anything you can do at 11 o'clock at night. There's nothing you can do, and it is really important for keeping a healthy work-life balance to have your hours that you're clocked out.
Yeah, you need those times.
Especially if you're doing a lot of deals, I think. I mean...
See, I don't want to be that busy. Like, I'm here for it. I love that everyone is busy, and I love the people that are busy, but like, I don't know, maybe I'm alone here, but I don't want to close 10 deals a month. Like, I'm good with my 1 or 2 or 3, and like...
It's gotta be so stressful.
Yeah. Because I'm already, like, all over the fucking place up here. So, like, if I could less squirrel out, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm a to-do lister.
Yeah. Well, some people do it, like, as their only job. So they're, like... depending on...
I don't know, even if it was my only job. I'd be good with like 2 a month consistently.
2 to 4 consistently. 5 tops, maybe.
Because then I would just get like so confused.
Like, well, that's mistakes are made when you're handling too many things.
Yeah.
For sure. But I mean...
this is my...
That's why you have a good admin.
This is my main job, so I don't know. Nothing less than 2.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do 10. Maybe honestly, like maybe when my kids are grown, or at least like, you know what I mean, like can drive, I would go like balls to the wall, like But I have this job because it allows me to have flexibility in my life with my children.
Yeah.
So
as we were just talking about, boundaries and balance of family and work. This one is from first-time homebuyer. Someone in the family divorced and are selling. Is it wrong if we buy it from them? So an aunt of mine and her husband are separating and are moving away from each other. My cousins will be splitting time with their parents. They're going to sell their house. Is it wrong of me to buy it off of them? Would you think my cousins would have animosity towards it? I just don't want to ruin my relationships with them. Thank you.
I don't know your cousins.
I know, there's not much context there.
That sucks because, like, if they shouldn't, I don't think, you know what I mean? But there's probably people who would be like, how could you do that?
I mean, keep it in the family.
Yeah. Like, me personally, I would be like,
yeah, good.
Yeah, you can have first dibs. Like, I don't know. That's a weird question to like.
It's hard. That makes me feel like there will be animosity. The fact that you're questioning that does make me feel like there.
Yeah, like can they not buy it, and that's why they're not buying it? Like they're selling.
No, there's got to be some like family fucking beef.
Yeah, they're getting divorced.
But like the cousins must. I don't know.
That's what I mean. Like, can the cousins not afford it? So that's why they're not keeping it. Oh, they're splitting time between their parents.
Are they old enough?
There's not enough context.
Explain.
We need context.
So it's from 14 days ago.
Call them. we need to know what's going on with this.
Hi, can you please respond?
So the top comment is, I would think no, but are you someone that have your cousins over all the time? If so, maybe they would. If it's like a once a year thing and maybe you could skip the holiday gatherings at your house for a couple of years until they get settled wherever they are, then no. And don't push hard on the price. If you're going to come in at market rate and not ask for a bunch of stuff to be fixed and seller credits and stuff, I think they would be more than happy to get the deal done fast and be on their way towards their own separate lives. If you're trying to score a deal or drive the price down hard, just skip it. They'll end up hating you and feeling certain they would have gotten more if it was on the open market.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm into that answer.
Correct.
I feel like they analyzed the question a lot harder than we did. I just don't have enough context.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second comment is, yes, buy it. Do a private sale and cut out the useless realtors. I was literally thinking the same thing. I was like, yeah, no, just like, fuck you, because...
Can we comment? Hi, useless realtor.
We just have an episode where it's us like talking shit to people on fucking Reddit.
Can we actually do a Reddit episode where we just talk shit about the commenters? Is that a thing?
We could. I don't see why
anything
not.
can be a thing.
Let us know if you want to hear us talk shit about commenters.
We don't have to. We can do what we want.
So someone clapped back to the useless realtors comment.
Ooh, okay, all right.
And they're like, so a few people did as I scroll down. So useless is a strong word. I work extremely hard and hope you get a realtor who does one day. But yeah, it's a private deal using an attorney. And then someone else says, if it wasn't for my realtor, I probably wouldn't have landed the house I did. They're not all useless.
Okay, all right, we have fans.
Yeah.
I think that if you use a realtor and everything goes through so smoothly that you feel like they were useless, then they probably did their job so fucking hard that you didn't feel a bump in the road. The
context we were looking for. How old are the cousins? They're under 18, I assume, by them splitting time between parents. If they're old enough to have a serious conversation, sit them down and discuss it. If they have good memories, they may be excited that it's staying in the family. And OP responds, one's in high school, the other one is in its 20s. So the one in the 20s might be butthurt because they want to buy it.
But maybe they don't want to buy it.
But the one in high school definitely doesn't like how...
That kind of like sets him up for the pitch because then he could like buy it down the road when he can't afford to buy it and like maybe they want to sell it by then. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like how long are you planning on being in it?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think everybody wants to live in their childhood home.
No.
So, yeah, have a conversation. And even a high schooler, you can have a conversation with a high schooler. Be like, hey, would this bother you?
They're probably so much more concerned with their parents splitting up than they are with the fucking house. So
yeah,
maybe not though. Maybe they left the house.
I don't know. It sounds like OP feels like it's probably not a good idea.
If you feel like it's a certain type of way and you're getting a certain vibe, that means there is
trust your gut. Trust your gut.
Trust your gut, OP.
Yeah.
Comment that. Realtors serve a purpose and trust your gut.
Amen, sister.
Yeah. So that's the tea. Thanks for watching. Bye.